Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Hey everyone. Before we dive into this incredible story, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with fellow Blinks, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss any updates about JENNIE and Blackpink. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the very end of this video because we've got some seriously exclusive information about what JENNIE is planning for 2026 that will absolutely blow your mind. So, let's talk about JENNIE. If you thought 2025 was her year, you haven't seen anything yet. The Blackpink member is starting 2026 with a bang, and I'm not just talking about the group's upcoming comeback with their mini-album, Deadline, dropping on February 27th. We're talking about JENNIE's solo journey, and honestly, what she's been hiding from us is both mysterious and incredibly exciting. Just when we thought we knew everything about her after the massive success of her debut album, Ruby, JENNIE is proving once again that she's full of surprises. Let me start by giving you some context about where JENNIE is right now. On January 1st, 2026, V Magazine unveiled their spring preview issue with JENNIE as the cover star, and let me tell you, this wasn't just another photo shoot. The editorial, titled, I Dream of JENNIE, features her in stunning black and white photographs inspired by 1960s fashion icon Twiggy, shot by the renowned photography duo Mar plus Vin and styled by Anna Trevelyan. She's wearing Chanel from head to toe, and the whole aesthetic is this perfect blend of retro glamour and modern sophistication. But what really caught everyone's attention wasn't just the visuals, it was what JENNIE revealed in the accompanying interview with V Magazine. This is where things get really interesting, so pay close attention because this is the exclusive information everyone's been waiting for. In her conversation with V Magazine, JENNIE confirmed something that sent shockwaves through the K-pop community. She's working on new solo music for 2026. Yes, you heard that right. Less than a year after dropping Ruby, which became one of the most celebrated K-pop albums of 2025, JENNIE is already crafting her next solo project. But here's the thing that makes this announcement so intriguing, she's being incredibly mysterious about it. When asked about her upcoming music, JENNIE said, and I quote, I honestly have no clue what it's gonna look like yet. I am a very open book right now. Now, this might sound like she doesn't have a plan, but trust me, this is JENNIE we're talking about. She's not someone who just wings it. What she's really saying is that she's in exploration mode, she's experimenting, she's pushing boundaries, and she doesn't want to box herself into one specific sound or concept just yet. But wait, there's more. JENNIE did reveal some crucial details about what we can expect from this new music. She emphasized that she wants to get deeper with her vocals. This is huge because if you've been following JENNIE's career, you know she's always been incredibly versatile, from her rap verses in Blackpink tracks to her singing in Ruby. But now she's talking about exploring the depths of her voice in ways she hasn't before. She's clearly challenging herself to reach new artistic heights. Additionally, JENNIE talked about continuing her artistic homework of blending Korean and English in her music. This duality has become her signature, and it's what makes her music resonate with fans globally, from Seoul to Los Angeles, from Tokyo to London. She moves fluidly between languages and cultures while maintaining her unique identity, and she's planning to take that even further in her upcoming project. Now, let's talk about the visual direction because JENNIE also hinted at something really exciting. According to reports from V Magazine and other sources, she's been teasing a darker, more cinematic aesthetic for her next era. We're talking horror-like themes, which is a complete departure from some of the lighter, more playful elements we saw in Ruby. Imagine JENNIE channeling dark, mysterious vibes, think gothic aesthetics, think dramatic visuals, think something we've never seen from her before. This is the JENNIE who's turning 30 in January 2026, approaching her art with a new level of maturity and fearlessness. She's not playing it safe, she's taking risks, and that's what makes this so exciting. The magazine even closed their feature with a playful question, do you dream of JENNIE, too? And honestly, after hearing all of this, who wouldn't be dreaming about what she's going to create next? But before we get too far ahead into her solo plans, we need to talk about what just happened in 2025, because understanding Jennie's massive success last year is crucial to understanding where she's headed now. Her debut album, Ruby, wasn't just successful, it was historically groundbreaking. Released on March 7, 2025, Ruby debuted inside the top 10 in 19 countries and sold over 1 million copies worldwide in its first week. Let me repeat that, over 1 million copies in the first week alone. In the UK, the album opened at number 3, making Jennie the highest-charting female K-pop soloist in British chart history. On the Billboard 200, it debuted at number 7 and spent 10 consecutive weeks on the chart. The title track, Like Jennie, topped South Korea's Circle Digital chart and became a global streaming phenomenon, while both Mantra and Like Jennie earned RIAA Gold certifications in the United States. The accolades just kept pouring in. Ruby was named one of the best albums of 2025 by Billboard, Rolling Stone, and Complex, with Jennie being the only K-pop artist featured on all these prestigious year-end lists. On December 3, Spotify Wrapped 2025 revealed that Jennie was the only Korean artist featured in their campaign, and Ruby was the sole album by a K-pop solo artist to appear on Spotify's Best Pop Albums of 2025. The title track, Like Jennie, secured the 43rd spot on Spotify's Most Streamed Songs of 2025 globally, the highest position for any K-pop song released that year. On Apple Music's year-end chart, Like Jennie ranked 62nd on the Top 100 of 2025 global chart, making Jennie the first K-pop solo artist to ever enter this specific year-end global chart. Rolling Stone ranked Ruby at number 29 on their 100 Best Albums of 2025, the highest position ever achieved by a K-pop artist on that list. Forbes Korea even named her number 1 on their Korean Idols of the Year 2025 list. The album itself was a masterpiece of artistic vision. Jennie served as executive producer, overseeing every detail from songwriting and track selection to the album's overall concept and aesthetic. The 15-track project blended pop, R&B, hip-hop, and electronic music, featuring star-studded collaborations with Childish Gambino, Kali Uchis, Doekiai, Dominic Fike, FKJ, and Dua Lipa. Critics praised the album for its cohesion, cinematic production, experimental nature, emotional depth, and Jennie's versatility. Billboard described Ruby as radiating confidence, elegance, and empowerment, noting how it effortlessly blends empowerment through femininity with her newfound creative freedom, showcasing her full control over both the sound and visual direction of her work. The album's success was also supported by the Ruby Experience Tour, a 4-city run of 5 shows from March 6 to 21, 2025, and her performances at Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April. So with all this incredible success behind her, what is Jennie hiding for 2026? Well, here's where things get even more interesting. While she's being mysterious about her solo music, there are some clues we can piece together. First, Jennie emphasized in her V magazine interview that she's approaching her 30s with a fresh mindset. She told the magazine, "I lived my 20s with passion and love. Now, I just can't wait for this new chapter of mine to open, not because I'm entering my 30s, but because there are so many exciting things that I've planned ahead." This suggests that she's not just working on music, she's planning a complete artistic evolution. She's reflecting on the lessons and challenges of her 20s and using those experiences to shape her new creative direction. Jennie also talked about the concept of home in her interview, which gives us insight into her current state of mind. She said, "Getting to look at my own dedication to something that I made and whatever is being shared with the world, and if I feel proud of it, if I feel like it's mine, that's the moment where I'm like, I'm doing great, and I feel like my life's good." This sense of personal grounding, of creating art that truly belongs to her, seems to be driving her forward. She's not just making music to maintain her success, she's making music that represents her authentic self, her identity, her growth. And let's not forget that 2026 is going to be a massive year for Blackpink as well, which adds another layer to Jennie's plans. The group is releasing their third mini-album, Deadline, on February 27th, featuring 5 tracks including the pre-released single, Jump, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Global 200. The track list includes songs titled Go, which is the title track, Me and My, Champion, and Fexboy. This comeback marks Blackpink's first project since their second studio album, Born Pink, in 2022, and it's their first release to be distributed by The Orchard instead of Interscope Records. The group already wrapped up their massively successful Deadline World Tour, which was their first all-stadium tour. In August 2025, they became the first K-pop girl group to headline Wembley Stadium in London, where they even performed the Spice Girls' Wannabe as a tribute to another legendary girl group. So JENNIE is balancing both group activities with Blackpink and her solo career, and she's excelling at both. When asked about returning to perform with Blackpink, she shared some really sweet thoughts. Being able to bring different music into our sets and watching each other's performances from a new perspective was a new thing for us, which made it more fun. Overall, being back on stage with all of us together felt very much like home. This shows that despite her incredible solo success, JENNIE still values and cherishes her time with her group members. She's not choosing one over the other, she's finding a way to thrive in both worlds. But the biggest question remains, when will we actually hear this new solo music? According to V Magazine, new solo music is expected to arrive in 2026, aligning with what is shaping up to be a major year for both JENNIE and Blackpink. While no specific release date has been announced yet, the fact that she's already deep in the creative process suggests it could come later this year, possibly after the Blackpink comeback activities settle down. Some industry insiders speculate it might be a single or EP rather than a full album, given that Ruby just came out less than a year ago, but knowing JENNIE's work ethic and creative drive, anything is possible. What makes this even more exciting is that JENNIE is working under her own label, Odd Atelier, which she founded in December 2023, in partnership with Columbia Records. This means she has complete creative control over her music, visuals, and artistic direction. She's not answering to anyone except herself and her artistic vision. This freedom is what allowed Ruby to be such a cohesive and authentic project, and it's what will allow her next release to be even more daring and experimental. There's also the element of surprise that JENNIE is known for. Remember, when she announced Ruby, fans had been waiting for a full album since her 2018 single, Solo, and she delivered something that exceeded everyone's expectations. With this new project, she's already setting expectations by saying she wants to go deeper vocally and explore darker, more cinematic themes. But JENNIE has a track record of surprising us, of giving us something we didn't even know we needed. Whether it's an unexpected collaboration, a genre we never imagined her exploring, or a visual concept that completely redefines her image, JENNIE always keeps us on our toes. In addition to her music, JENNIE has also been expanding her presence in other areas. She held her first photography exhibition titled J2NNI5 at Youthquake in Jangno District, Central Seoul, starting in mid-January 2026. She continues to be a global fashion icon, serving as a Chanel ambassador and appearing in the brand's 2026 Coco Crush campaign. She's also been recognized for her influence beyond music, with Forbes Korea naming her the top Korean idol of 2025. JENNIE is proving that she's not just a musician, she's a multifaceted artist and cultural influencer who's shaping trends across fashion, photography, and popular culture. So what does all of this mean? It means that JENNIE is entering 2026 with momentum, confidence, and a clear artistic vision, even if she's keeping the specific details mysterious for now. She's proven with Ruby that she can deliver critically acclaimed and commercially successful music on her own terms. She's shown that she can balance being a member of one of the world's biggest girl groups while also establishing herself as a formidable solo artist. And now, with new solo music on the horizon, she's ready to take her artistry to the next level. The fact that she's being so open about being in exploration mode, about not having everything figured out yet, is actually incredibly powerful. It shows maturity, it shows artistic integrity, and it shows that she's not rushing to capitalize on Ruby's success with something safe or predictable. Instead, she's taking the time to experiment, to grow, to dig deeper into her vocals and her creative vision. This is an artist who's committed to evolution, not replication. As we close out this video, I want you to think about this. Jennie is turning 30, she's coming off one of the most successful years of her career, she's about to release new music with Blackpink, and she's simultaneously working on her next solo project that promises to be darker, deeper, and more experimental than anything we've heard from her before. 2026 is shaping up to be the year where Jennie cements her status not just as a K-pop idol, but as a global music icon who transcends genres, languages, and cultural boundaries. So make sure you hit that like button if you're excited about Jennie's 2026 plans. Share this video with everyone who needs to know about what's coming. Drop your predictions and theories in the comments about what kind of music and concepts you think Jennie will explore, and definitely subscribe and turn on notifications because we'll be bringing you every update, every teaser, and every piece of news about Jennie's comeback as soon as it drops. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single moment of what's coming next. Jennie said she's an open book right now, and we're all here ready to read every page of her next chapter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Annyeong.